Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about the question, is it hard to make $1 million a year in real estate? The answer, no. Welcome back, my name's Cody, and today we're talking about how to actually go out and make $1 million a year in real estate. And today we're talking about building up your net worth through building out your cash flows. Everything in real estate is a numbers game. It's a people's business, but a numbers game. And so if you want to make $1 million a year, first thing, you need to establish what are the going rates in your market. If you're buying in Seattle, the expected return people want to make is typically less than if you're buying in a far out place, maybe in the Midwest. People want to get a higher return in that type of market versus a very core market. But what we're looking for here is called a cap rate. It's the return people would expect to make if they paid cash. Now, the reason this matters, every dollar that you can make an asset produce in excess of what it's doing now adds value to that asset on a commercial level. And so in a 6% rate of return market, every $60,000 of profit is worth $1 million. So if you're buying an average market where the rate of return is 6%, when I'm looking at making $1 million a year, my only question is, how do I get my portfolio to make an extra 60 grand a year or 5 grand a month? Now, if you have maybe one fiveplex, that could be really difficult. If you've got 150 rentals like I do, it gets significantly easier to get an extra 50 grand or 60 grand a year, 5 grand a month. You just have to do the math based on what you have. What do you have to buy where you could get an extra $60,000 a year in dividends in a rate of return market that is 6%? And if you just figure out how do I get an extra 5 grand a month in profits, which on 50 units, raise around $100 per unit, or decrease the expenses by $100 a unit. You just have to play that game, and it's probably a combination of both, but doing that will make you $1 million a year. Now, you can't just go out and raise your rent $100 every single year. That's not sustainable. So what I've found is that it gets easier as you grow a bigger and bigger portfolio. We've talked about in the past the troubles you can have with just scaling indefinitely, so make sure you check out all those videos. But if you can get to 100 units, the magic of getting an extra $1 million a year, if you figure, okay, I need to make $60,000 a year, that is $600 a unit. $600 times 100 units is $60,000. So how do you get an extra $50 a month a unit in that situation? Could be going in and doing new appliances. Could be making it easier or billing back utilities, but making just the whole property a little bit easier to navigate. Redoing the gravel, redoing the driveways, redoing the doors or the windows. Little things like that where you can actually boost the rental income or reduce the expenses. Maybe you're insulating the asset. But with 100 units, if you can just net an extra $50 a month per unit, $5,000 a month, 60 grand a year, that will add $1 million of net worth to your world, making you $1 million tax-free until you decide to sell it and move it up into another asset. All a numbers game, and it's a relationship-based game, but you have to establish, if I want to make $1 million, I pick my market, what's the return? How much do I have to boost my net profit on an asset to boost my net worth? And that is how, simply put, you make $1 million a year. Thank you for following the channel, and if you have questions, put them in the comments below, and we'll see you next time.